Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I hope everything sounds okay. Hello. I haven't seen my second highlight. I haven't watched it either. Because Barrel posted it right as I went live. But I'll watch it after stream. Just so you won already. Hello. I hope everybody is having a really good weekend. I hope everybody has good weather. I had good weather. I did a run. Trying to be healthy. Trying to, exercise my heart. Yeah. You think I'm a dog? Ooh. Yeah, I hope everybody's well. I'm kind of, I don't know. My brain awakening. After a run, my body goes into, we need to recover, even though it wasn't a hard run. My brain awakening. But I was thinking today we'd kind of just have a really chill chatting stream. Going over the DNA results of my dog Cheebus. I will say it surprised me a little bit. And with that being said, you can still get your guesses in. In about 30 minutes or an hour. I don't know however long we want to yap. I will lock the channel and then we can go over it all. I'm gonna actually make this a little bit smaller because we got Cheeb. So this is Cheebus, my dog. And I have these here for you all if you want to edit your guesses or make a guess in the Discord. Yeah, whoever gets the closest breeds and percentages and such, I will draw you a profile picture doodle thing of your choice. And we'll do a whole drawing stream next week. But hello, how are you doing, Chris? Me and chat had you blushing when you watched through the VOD. Yeah, because you're in there. Because you made an appearance. So yeah. I'll be doing art. I want to make profile picture little doodles, fun little doodles for you guys. So yeah. I say a lot. I should have changed it to instead of But yeah, I hope everybody having a good weekend. I hope everyone's weekend is good. Doing it just for first place? I guess we'll see. We'll see how close some people are. I haven't really looked at the guesses. I have looked at her results. But I haven't really looked at y'all's guesses. So we can see. But yeah. I should have made a guess before looking. That's true. I should have, but I didn't. I forgot about it. I got the email that the results were in and I was like, oh my god. I have to look at it right now, right this second. I'm not very good at surprises. If I have a thing I'm looking forward to, I really want to open it. I want to see. I want the knowledge now. I don't like waiting. I'm too curious to contain myself. Exactly. That's one thing I hated about, like, Christmas. Is we would have, like, all the presents, like, under the tree and stuff. And you start, like, wrapping all your presents before Christmas. And I'd just be, like, frothing at the bit. I'm like, I want to open it now. I don't want to wait. I want it now. So. Curious Greg. I hate that you guys adopted the name Greg for me, because I don't like that name. That's one of the worst names that could have been chosen. Womp womp. What's wrong with Greg? It's probably because I'm biased, but in the past, I've had run-ins with a man named Greg who was very creepy and made me uncomfortable. So that's probably where it stems from. But also Greg, that name just kind of it doesn't even sound like a real name, you know? It doesn't sound like a real name. You'd hate to be a Rhea fan named Greg right now. Just go by your middle name. Just don't go by Greg. See, Gregory is a little bit different though. I feel like Gregory, like, that sounds like you have your shit together and that Cheebus is out there playing with her toys. Uncle Greg sussing Rhea out, Jennifer. I don't even have an Uncle Greg. But yeah. Gregory sounds better. So if your name is Gregory and you go by Greg, I advise you to actually go by Gregory. And you should be that kind of person where when people want to give you the nickname Greg, you put your foot down and you say no. No, it's Gregory. So, my legal government named Raymond Pistachio. Where did pistachio come from? Like, where did you get pistachio from? Very glad you're not named Greg. Very good, very good. So yeah, I suggest you get your guesses in, edit your guesses, you know, finalize all that. But this is Cheebus. I'll relay some information that might help you, more so like characteristics. But she is a big dog. She's a big dog. I don't know how well you can tell in the photos. Probably not very well. But she is about 72 pounds. That's how much she was last time at the vet. And I think that's probably a really good weight for her. When I first got her, she was a chunky girl. She was like 90 pounds. She was thick. So I slimmed her down. Yes. She has a pretty short coat, I'd say. Hi, Chibi. She's playing with her toys. She has a pretty short coat, but she does have a double coat. And you can see where she's tan. She's got the dark and tan fur color. She does have like the mask. And she has the dark ears with that. You had some external help. What does external help mean? Lawn chocolate diet does wonders for slimming dogs. She is on a diet. Cheating already? Yeah, how are you? Did you try to like plug the photo into one of those like guess my breed of dog? Because what I will say is half the time it's like wrong. So it's the dog whisperer. How are you doing, Higgs? But yeah, so she is 72 pounds. She big. She kind of tall. I should have maybe measured how tall she is. But when she stands on her hind legs, I'm 5 feet tall, maybe like 5'1". I'm pretty short, and she can put her front paws on my shoulders pretty much. She's like almost as tall as me when she stands on her hind legs. She has like a hug command where I like tap my chest and she'll like jump up to like hug me. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, she's a pretty vocal dog. I mean, you hear her sometimes. However, I will say she doesn't really bark. She's not much of a barker. She instead whines, howls. She likes to ow, and kind of scream. Like if I'm ignoring her and she really wants my attention, she lets out the she starts screaming at me. It like is like a whine that goes into kind of a scream. So she's a very lazy dog. She sleeps all the time. She just lays in her beds and sleep all day. Very lazy dog. However, she does love adventures. She loves my truck. She loves walks. She is stubborn. She's pretty stubborn. However, if you have treats, she is suddenly Einstein. She is Einstein if you have treats. But other than that, she's pretty hard-headed, pretty stubborn. Doesn't always like to listen. Damn, she got a truck. I do have a truck. I feel like Bella from Twilight with my truck. You know how she has that like old beater truck living in the mountains? I mean, that's pretty much me. Hi Shadow, how are you? I don't want to say what truck I got. I want to keep that information to myself. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. We are doing guesses for what breed makeup we think my dog is. She had a DNA test and I just got the results back yesterday. So we are guessing. And if you want to guess, I suggest you join the Discord. And then we have a channel in there called Cheebus DNA Test Guess. And you can guess in there. Another hint I will give you all is that she does have multiple breeds in her makeup. She has more than 3 breeds, I'd say. She has multiple. But yeah, whoever gets the closest, I plan on next week we'll be doing an art stream and I will draw you like a little doodle profile picture of your choice, whatever you want within reason. Obviously, I can't draw not safe for work or anything. But yeah. You can call me Raya. My name is Raya. And then it's Raya Bees. Makes the username, makes it, I thought it sounded really cool. But some people are like, ew, why would you choose that as your name? I don't know, I thought it sounded cool. And it kinda went with, the, like, specific breed of dog I am. So, Belgian Malinois, you know, they're kind of crazy, except I'm not very crazy. I'm very chill and mellow. You and Sackers kissing? I'll be honest, I don't know how well I could do something like that. But yeah. Keep thinking you're going to say you'll draw us like one of your French girls. Ironically, I'm super chill. I mean... 100% not coyote. I am not a coyote. I think Embark even tests for coyote. But I will tell you, Cheebus is not. She doesn't have any coyote in her. So. You believed that Cheebus was that breed? You never heard of it? So honestly, I never heard of Belgian Malinois either until I worked with dogs. I worked with dogs at a previous job, and that was my first time ever hearing it. And we actually had a lot. We had a lot of them at my job. It's a fox. She doesn't have any like wild canine breed. I'll tell you that. All of her breed makeup is domestic dogs. German Shepherd with longer ears. Her ears are so big. They're so big. She's got satellite dishes on the sides of her head, and she still likes to pretend like she can't hear me. Very interesting, that is. Baby Godzilla. But yes. I'm trying to think what else. What other information could help inform your guesses? Cheebus is dog meat in the Fallout show. Stunt double, maybe? What kind of dog is dog meat? I actually don't know anything really about Fallout. Is it a German Shepherd? I have me a Mountain Dew to sip on. But how are you doing, Elrith? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a really good Saturday. I hope that... I don't know if the weather's warming up everywhere. Well, in the northern hemisphere, that is. But it was a really, really good day here. It's been really nice weather. I hope it's been really nice weather for other people too, because I hate cold and rainy and snowy, and I'm over winter. I'm ready to move on. How are you doing, Z3? She's doing the do. Do the do. This is truly a Monica moment. I guess, kinda, because I have like the classroom background. I just have whatever I had set up the last time I was just chatting, and it happened to be this, so. A sofa terrier. What is that? It rained every day this year in the UK. Oh my goodness. I don't think I would do well in the UK. I really like sunshine. How are you doing, Custin? And how are you doing, Arcady? Are you allowed to touch the ears? You have to be very gentle. Very gentle with the ears. They are sensitive. How are you doing, Stolas? Here it's just rain, summer heat, then sudden typhoon. Then the next day, hot summer again. It's been, I'd say uncharacteristically warm this past week. I don't know if there was maybe a heat wave, but it was pretty warm. You're eating and distracted. What are you eating? What did everybody have for dinner? Or lunch? Or breakfast? Or tell me everything you ate in the last 24 hours. List it all. I will judge your meals. Can't beat British summer rain. Is it nice? A monster. You've only had a monster today. No food? No food? I'm trying to think. I always wake up in the morning with an iced latte that I make. I had a cookie butter flavor this time. It was very tasty. That's probably my favorite one. And then maybe like an hour later, I had 2 toaster strudels. 2 toaster strudels with the cream cheese icing. They were the strawberry cream cheese flavor. I really like them. They're a very quick and easy thing to cook up. And then I ran. I had a Powerade because it was really hot and I was sweating a lot. Working hard, you know. You know how it is. And then after I got home and showered, I had cheese ravioli in tomato sauce. That's what I ate right before stream. And now I'm sipping on a Mountain Dew. That's all I ate today. You had pizza. What kind of pizza did you have? I love pizza. A Red Bull? Is that you only ate a Red Bull? Drank a Red Bull? Your weather patterns are just offset by a month in the US right now? When you were a kid, it would start warming up in February. Now it doesn't even start snowing until February. Oh. A kebab. I love a kebab. Kebabs are very, very tasty. 10 a.m. and you're not hungry yet? 10 a.m. Is that Australia? I'm like, where in the world is it 10 a.m. right now? Eggs and cheese? I wish I liked eggs. I need to gaslight myself into liking them. I need to introduce them like slowly over time. Get used to them, you know? You had Totino's and mozzarella sticks. That is a very goated combination. I am a big fan of that, yes. Beef Wellington. What is a beef Wellington? I've heard of it, but I don't know what that is. Is that the where you have the egg and it's covered in meat? Is that a beef Wellington? And if that's not the beef Wellington, then what is the egg covered in meat? You had a high of 56 where you are, and it was almost enough to make you cry. I feel like where I'm at, it kind of skipped over like the 50s and 60s and went straight to like high 70s. We were having like freezing weather, and then like it warmed up a little bit to 40s, high 40s, and then it was like, oh, 75. And I was like, my body's not acclimated to this yet. Felt really hot, but it actually felt really good when you'd go out in the evening when the radiation wasn't trying to cook you. You ate a few slices of pizza. What kind of pizza? You can't just say pizza and then not specify what kind of pizza. You have to say, I had pepperoni pizza or Hawaiian pizza. Chicken Alfredo pasta. I saw in the Discord you had the chicken Alfredo pasta and it looks so good. I love pasta, especially like Alfredo or creamy pasta. Very, very good. You were sipping on that, and that's all you had today. Well, you get up like pretty late. You sleep in. You probably haven't been awake very long, so. Homemade pizza with homemade crust. Oh my goodness. You smoked a beer. How does that work? How do you smoke a beer? But how are you doing, Peter? How are you doing, Lurk? Homemade pizza is very good. I'm a big fan of homemade pizza. Did you put any fun toppings on it? Frozen lasagna. I love lasagna. I need to buy a frozen lasagna. I haven't had one in so long. You always pictured it as a sandwich. Is beef Wellington a sandwich? Is it made in Wellington, in New Zealand? Or by the person? It's a slab of beef in a pastry. Oh. Wait, then what was I describing? Where you have like the hard-boiled egg, and then you got, it's like surrounded in meat. You're at 80 degrees? Florida does suck. Florida, I'm not the biggest fan of Florida, I'll be honest. Scotch egg? Is that what it's called? Scotch egg? But I thought it was wrapped in meat. What? Am I making things up, maybe? Bacon and sausage. Very tasty, very tasty. A beef Wellington is a dish with beef can be ground that is wrapped in a croissant-like breading, and when baked it becomes crispy meat dish like a meatloaf wrapped in a croissant. That actually sounds very, very good, very good. You always get surprised by Beryl's good morning message and it's already 8 p.m. I get surprised by it too, and it'll be like at like 2 p.m. for me. Egg meat. Scotch eggs. Okay, so Scotch eggs are wrapped in meat? Wrapped in sausage, meat, and breading. Okay, yeah, maybe that is what I'm talking about. I will say it's something that I don't ever wish to try. At least not until I gaslight myself into liking eggs. But how are you doing, Smidge? Welcome in, welcome in. Literally nobody had a hot dog. Yeah, why are you wasting all the delicious hot dog recipes that I made you? It's in the fridge. It's in the fridge. They're gonna go bad. You always have time to eat before stream. I might end up pushing my streams back. Or at least the gaming ones back an hour. Just because the past couple times when I've had to run, I've been late. Late to my own stream. I've been having to push it back anyway. Shaboing boing? What is that? Hot dogs are a breakfast food. I've never had them for breakfast. Proof that she's not a fox. She does not like eggs. Wait, do foxes like eggs? I'm imagining like a wild fox like stealing eggs out of bird nests. It's for the rest of the year. Hot dogs don't go bad. Well, we have like a bunch in the freezer too. We gotta eat it up so that we can make more room for more delicious hot dog feasts. How are you doing, Derpy? Being late is perfectly normal for a VTuber. Honestly, probably a streamer in general, right? Shaboing boings are hot dogs. I've never heard of that. It's hard to listen while playing Geometry Dash. Oh, I'm I'm very sorry. I apologize. Are me and my dog afraid of Korean cuisine? Are you trying to imply that Koreans eat dogs? Because I actually really like Korean food. Any food is a breakfast if you're brave enough. That's very true. I tend to be more of a dinner for breakfast kind of person. I'm not the biggest fan of most breakfast foods. Foxes will always find themselves inside of a chicken coop. Oh, I see, I see. We don't need more feasts. We always need more feasts. What are you talking about? We always need more feasts around here. It improves morale. It makes everyone happy. The real crime is nobody here had a bologna sandwich. I always thought of bologna as kind of like lunch meat hot dog. Like it's the lunch meat sandwich version of a hot dog. Just hot dog in a different shape. You know this maid that loves to make hot dog water and she looks like me? Oh, is that right? I mean, hot dog water is a very goated beverage. So, I mean, I must agree with her that hot dog water's pretty great, and I believe we should all be drinking more hot dog water. Contemplating snatching up Pokopia. You should. I may have been cheating, and I may have been playing it a little bit today. Mainly just cleaning up my areas, you know, building the paths and building some habitats and houses. I'll probably keep playing the story on stream, but all the other stuff that I gotta do is kind of like busy work, and to be honest, it's kind of hard to stream doing that because I just get so distracted so easily. So, you want breakfast for dinner? I'm just not a big fan of breakfast. Most I guess foods you'd consider breakfast, I'm just kind of like meh. I like pastries though, or like muffins. But I feel like a lot of breakfast food is kind of heavy. I say as I want to eat leftover casseroles or chicken wings for breakfast instead. I don't know. Maid's been gone for so long, you're starting to think she might have died. I heard that she's been practicing her matcha making skills. Because apparently, when she was working at the maid cafe, she messed up the matcha. She messed up the matcha, and so she's been practicing. She got scolded, and it made her feel really bad. How are you doing, Trigger Pug? Wolfie, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. My name is Raya. I'm a dog girl VTuber. I stream a lot of variety, ASMR and gaming, and today we're just kind of chatting and chilling. This is my dog Cheebus on screen, to my left, to my right, and we are guessing what breeds she is, what her breed makeup is, because I just got the results of her DNA test. And if you would like to make a guess, you can join the Discord. And I have a channel for Cheebus DNA Test Guesses, where you can put in her guesses, what kind of breed of dog you think she is. And whoever gets the closest, I will do a profile picture doodle drawing of anything you want. I'll do that next week. Yes, on stream. So yeah. You prefer the dog in the middle? So my character's actually kind of based off of my dog. My dog girl, Sona, myself. I'm like the anime girl, anime dog girl version of my dog. Kinda. So yeah, I just thought she's a beautiful dog. And so I wanted to be a beautiful dog too. She is no fox. She is not a fox. She's not a coyote. She's not a wolf. She is a dog. Is there a gift sub limit today? What? Why do you need? Why do you want to know that information? I think I did enable the goals, the Twitch goal things. I didn't really mess with them. I just kind of turned them on. But I will say, I think I am 7 subs away from 200. And I believe I unlock another emote slot at that. I thought that you unlocked them all at 100 points, but apparently you unlock them all at 300 for affiliates, which was kind of upsetting to me. I thought I would get them all at 100. So yeah. Don't ask questions. Are you the only one allowed to ask questions? 99% dog, 1% cat. Based on all the cat, I do have a lot of cat objects. That is very true. I'm a big fan of cats. And dogs too, but yeah. I gained another 100 YouTube subs since last stream. Did I really? I haven't been checking it too much, because a lot of times I'll check it too frequently, and it'll be at like, I don't know, like say it's at like 5 or it like ends in 5 or something, and then I'll refresh it and it'll still say 5, and then I'll refresh it, like, I don't know, I check it too often, and then I see the number go down, and then I see where like 1 or 2 people like unsubscribed, and I'm like, oh no. So then so I kind of stopped checking it so much, which is honestly probably for the best, probably best for my mental health. I was at 6.36k at the start, and now I'm at 6.46. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, it says I'm at 6,472. Market correction. Obsessing over analytics will destroy your mental health for sure. Yeah. That's kind of why I like also turned off like all the view count stuff as well, so that doesn't bog me down when I see number go down. So yeah, I'm just here. I'm here for a fun time. Here for a good time. I don't want to get overwhelmed or sad. So I'd rather just not look at it too much anyway. I think it'd be different maybe if I was like trying to push for, I think it's like Twitch partner. Oh my gosh, there's zoom in. Was that you, CK? Zoom in by my house. Where I guess the numbers do matter a little bit. You have to hit like a certain threshold, like certain viewer count. But honestly, I'm not too worried about that, because I did just start streaming like just over 2 months ago. So I don't know. I feel like it's been happening so fast. Maybe I need to slow down, just chill. You know what I mean? We are all losing to mustard. Wait, what? I just work on giving us tingle. Okay. The OGs are the only ones that matter. I don't necessarily think that's true. I mean, OGs definitely do matter, but I mean, I care about everybody. I don't want to be gatekeeping new people, you know? More dog adventures await, yes. Condiment Man is the only OG. Yeah, he actually kind of is the only OG. Because he was the only one at my, like, very first couple streams. And then when I started streaming again, he just came back. Like, I don't know. I was like, oh my god, you remember me. So yeah, he's stuck around. After 2 months, you had 8 viewers. I think most people are coming from YouTube. And I think it's because I've been uploading YouTube content is why. I think if I was only streaming, I probably would not be as, I wouldn't have grown as much, if that makes sense. He came back like a lost dog after years of being apart. It was only like 1 year. I feel like he's never here. He's just farming his streak, I guess. You're the 121st follower. Sometimes you feel like a side character that's easily ignored at starting area. Oh no! I don't want anybody to feel like I'm ignoring. And I apologize. I apologize if I don't always read the messages. Sometimes they chat be bumping and it comes in like really fast. You're at the first drawing stream. Yeah, I was doing emotes. And I was like struggling. I can only read so fast. I know. Wait, who had the 25 streams? I wish that it would show me in chat. I have to... Arctic! Thank you for the 25 stream streak. I have to like open up Twitch. I have to have Twitch open to see it. It won't show it to me on my OBS. Which is stupid. How are you doing, Croak? Professional lurker dropping a message real quick. Very cute doggo. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. If you want to guess what breed of doggo she is, you can join the Discord. No pressure though if you don't want to. But whoever has the closest like percentages and breed guess, I will be doing a drawing for you. Time to sue Twitch. Wait, your stream streaks keep resetting every stream? Wait, why is that? That's very strange. I wonder if maybe it affects like mobile? But that is very sad. Cause yeah, you are here every stream. Every single stream. That's silly that it's doing that. You want channel lore, the Minecraft community, and that one of you. So it's not a real marriage. they're what would you like, besties? It is slander. Okay, maybe it is. Hold on, Cheebus, you're gonna rip my headphones off. Back up. I did officiate, but yeah, I have the Minecraft background music on. Presided over by our resident coyote. I'm not a coyote. I'll give you some Mountain Dew bottle ASMR. Yes, I haven't been on the server in a while. I've just been busy. I hate that I've been busy, but I don't know, I think it's been good for me. ASMR a day early. Oh, because I was doing the cow. I have like the memory of a goldfish. Thought she was going to say that I was going to give you Mountain Dew. Do you want a sip? You want a sip? Here you go. Remind me not to open that for the next 10 minutes. It's really quiet when I'm not on. You all can play without me. You saw the clip of me farting on stream? What? I don't recall ever farting on stream. I'm so confused about that. But how are you doing, Teacup? The rabies will keep us hallucinating for a long, long time. That's true, that's true. Mod Pack server season 2 win? I don't know. I do think like every time there's like a major update, like I'd like to refresh the server, do like a brand new server. I don't know, I really like vanilla, but I've never played like a modded server. Well, one of those like heavily modded ones, that is, because I've only ever played vanilla. Hi, Celestial! Can the next one be from... What? I don't even know what that is supposed to say. But it's probably for the best you don't finish that. Yes, we were all discussing dinners. Yeah, this is a talking stream. It's a chatting stream. You don't mind, do you? You don't mind that we're just chatting and hanging out? Mainly because Cheebus' DNA, her little DNA results. Last call to get your guesses in, by the way. Because I will be... Well, I guess I don't have to lock the channel because I do have bot logs, so if you change your answers, I will know. I will know. And you will be disqualified. Disqualified. Mod pack would be so fun. You just hope everyone would be able to run it. Oh, yeah. What do you want, baby? I'm gonna let her outside real quick. I think she really wants outside, so give me a second. I am back. Wait, what are you guys talking about? You did your daily Uma Musume free pull and you got a 3-star? I kinda wanna get into Uma Musume, but I feel like I should not get into gachas. Gachas are too dangerous for me. Real Rhea died. No. But yeah, Cheebus is outside and my window faces the backyard, so I actually have my window open, so if you hear her, that's why. But it's really, really nice outside, so. Do not fall for gacha propaganda. I'm really trying not to. I'm trying to stay firm. No gacha. I'm sorry that this model stares into your soul. I wish it had, like, I could set up the, like, idle sleep animation thing, but it, like, they have it as an expression, but I can't set expressions as, I don't know, it's difficult. I'd have to, like, hotkey it every time I wanted to use it. And that's annoying. You always do your dailies and can hoard enough for who you want. Oh. I'm just not the biggest fan of gacha games in general, though, because I prefer not feeling FOMO if I don't want to spend money. So. But does everybody have their guesses in? Does everybody? Because I'm gonna lock them in. Lock them in. I think I got it. Are you guys able to type in there? Are you guys able to edit your own messages? Do a countdown? Oh, my bad. Delete the messages so you win. No. No type? You can't even edit type and you're a mod? Okay, good, good. Perfect. That's the way it should be. You can edit. You can edit your own message in there? No, wait, you can't. Yeah, haha. Okay, okay, okay. So I got this. She is a mix of 5+ breeds. 5+ breeds. Mods got rigged. Well, it's good. It's good because... Well, I have the logs, so like even if you could edit your messages, I could tell. I can look. I can know if you're cheating. You weren't gonna try to guess that, mate. That's fair, that's fair. That's very fair. I might need a... Oh no, this is on top. Okay. So, her first breed. Just keep in mind that these are shown from like the highest percentage to the lowest percentage. So her first breed is German Shepherd at 33.4%. 33.4%. German Shepherd. How many of you had German Shepherd on your card? Yeah, there's decimal points. But, like, we can, like, round up. How are you doing, Troy? At a much higher percentage. If If you had a serious guess, it would have been. Well, why didn't you make a serious guess then? But it's okay because it'll be like a cumulative. Okay. Next, her next breed. American Pit Bull Terrier. At... Does that say 9? I think a number got cut off somehow. 19? It says 19. It's like really tiny on my end, so 19 point. Okay. It's super tiny on my end, so I was like, what? Where is the 1? Okay, so 19.3% American Pit Bull Terrier, which, if you are familiar with dogs and you live in the United States, practically every dog, unless purebred, has some pit bull in it. Has some pit bull. Put my glasses on. You know, I'm actually wearing my glasses in real life. But yes, American Pit Bull Terrier at 19.3%. Okay, are you guys ready for the next one? The next one. I'm assuming that's 17.9% Siberian Husky. Siberian Husky. Keep in mind this dog that's on the screen. It's this dog. I was not expecting Husky either. However, after we go through these results, I feel like it explains away a lot of things, and I'll explain why. So yeah, we got 17.9% Siberian Husky. She is... Yeah, that definitely explains her screaming at me. Because, like I said, she doesn't bark. She howls and she screams. And she whines, of course. She's a big whiny baby. But she screams. And most of the time when you hear her on stream, it's because she's screaming. So, her lying around a lot, yeah, makes you think the Husky. Yeah, she's a big couch potato, and so are pit bulls. So, okay, next. We have Super Mutt. However, it does tell me she has 3 prominent breeds in her Super Mutt category. I guess this is where the 5+ comes from. So yes, she has Chow Chow. It doesn't tell me the exact percentages of these, and because I think a Super Mutt says 15%, maybe like 5% each. But yeah, in the Super Mutt, she has Chow Chow. She has Boxer, and I gotta remember how to say this name. Shreeing Walker Coonhound, I believe. So a hound dog. She has like a hunting hound. Yeah, all the other stuff. You ain't getting bingo. So yeah, Chow Chow, which are like the super big, fluffy, I think they're Chinese dogs. Kind of like big, wrinkly. They look like fuzzy sumo wrestler dogs. And then you got Boxer, which to me it looked like bulldogs on stilts. They're very tall. They got small heads with squished faces. To me, they're kind of ugly. But Cheebus has long legs, so you know maybe she got her height from there. And Hound Dog, which is interesting because with the Hound Dog, you know, she howls, but also she does like a little pointer paw. She does a pointer paw. where she, like, if you're familiar with pointers, they like hold up their paw. Like, it almost looks like they're pointing. She does that all the time. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So, and her last one, does anybody want to take any final guesses? Final guesses on what the last breed of her makeup could be? Chihuahua. She's too big to be a Chihuahua, I fear. You're gonna say sheepdog. Wild wolf. Okay, she has, I think Embark says she has like 0.6% wolf. It's like, or like coefficient wolf gene. I don't, derivative. I don't know. Lab hyena. I will say she does not have any wild dog in her. Her family done the rounds. Yeah, she's a super mutt. What can I say? Okay, her last breed is the American Staffordshire Terrier. A Staffy. She's an American Staffy. So my beautiful Cheebus, who I was told, who I was told was a Malinois, appears to be a Malinois, as in there ain't no Malinois in that. So I'm too clumsy. My dog, who I was like, yeah, she's a Malinois, because everyone, and I mean everyone I meet who like meets her for the first time, they're like, is that a Malinois? Is that a Malinois? Do you have a Malinois? So I was like, yeah, I have a Malinois. I just have a broken Malinois, you know, because she's not hyper. She doesn't have the Malinois personality, and I should have known based on that. But her coat, she looks like a Malinois. If you look up fawn Malinois, it is identical. They look the same. She looks like if you were just going to guess based on looks, it'd be like, yeah, that's a Malinois. Probably a Malinois mix, you know? But that's a Malinois. She's about as much mutt as you can get. Yeah, because her percentages, they're all like pretty even. I mean, German Shepherd's the biggest, but then like 19, 17, 15, 13. Like, she's the muddiest of mutts. However, I will say there is some very good news with that, because she is the muddiest of mutts. She's a super mutt plus, you know. She's very healthy, because this did have the health. It had the health things where it like tests like the gene marker stuff for like certain diseases and such. She is healthy and she is clear from everything, all like 275 markers that it tests for. However, she does have one marker, but it's just like a one variant marker thing for like a, not hip dysplasia, but like a, I don't know, hind leg issues that German Shepherds have, but she's just a carrier for it. She's just a carrier for it. She does not actually like have it, if that makes sense. So she is very healthy dog. It had an allergy thingy too that was like, how likely is she to have allergies, and she's pretty average, which is pretty low, like about 10 to 15% for fleas, environmental and food allergies. Pretty average there. But yeah, she is a healthy dog, and she's not a Malinois. she's not a Malinois, which I find very funny. American Pit Bull's grandparent is a now extinct dog breed, the albino terrier. I did not know that. But, I mean, see, if I had made my guess, because what I was thinking and what my guess probably would have looked like is something like 40 to 50% German Shepherd with like 15 to 20% Malinois, and then probably like another 15% like Pit Bull or whatever. Because every dog in America, unless purebred is a Pit Bull, has Pit Bull in it. They're all Pit Bull mixes, especially if you get it at the shelter. So yeah, my poor baby Cheebus is not a Malinois. She is a mutt through and through. I don't even know what, like, if people ask me what breed she is, I always kind of said German Shepherd mix when people would ask, because either people don't know what Malinois are, or like they're banned in like certain houses and such because they can be very destructive. I mean, they're hyper. They're fur missiles, you know? So I would normally just say like, oh, she's a German Shepherd mix. And then I would have comments being like, oh, well, she looks like a Malinois. But yeah, where did I get Cheebus's name from? That's a good question. It's kind of like a derivative of a derivative of a derivative. There was like a meme, like I don't know, it was like a fighting meme thing of this like guy. I like saw it, and he says chiwiwi a lot. Like he says chiwiwi. I saw that and I was calling her Chiwiwi, my little Chiwiwi, all the time, and then it just kind of turned to Cheebs, and then I was like my little Cheebus. So that's sort of how I came up with that. Have a good one, Shadow. It was nice to meet you too. And how are you doing, Fozzie? Arctic and El Chakras look like they had the closest guesses. Okay, so let me look at these guesses. So we have Cyan with the 40% Mal, 40% German Shepherd, 20% Boxer. I think everybody put Malinois. Whoever did like a legit guess did Malinois. But that's because I thought she was a Malinois, so I was assuming there was going to be a Malinois in there. I unintentionally skewed the results with my own headcanon of what my dog's breed is. I'm doing well, I'm doing well. Mutts are dogs that aren't mixed with other breeds. I thought mutts are dogs that are mixed with other breeds. What? Well, I'm gonna say that Cheebus gaslit me, okay? And everybody in my life gaslit me. Even her trainer was like, that's a Malinois, that's a Malinois. I've been working with dogs for 40 years and that's a Malinois. So I was like, well, I'll obviously trust the trainer. I'll believe the trainer. So yeah. Yeah, mutts are mixed breeds. That's what I thought. So I was gaslit and unintentionally gaslit you all. So you said El Chakra and Arctic. So El Chakra said 42% Mal, 26% German Shepherd, 14% Pit Bull, 5% Chow Chow, 13% Super Mutt. That is like extremely close. And then Arctic said 35% Mal, 25% Shepherd, 15% Pit Bull, 10% Lab, 5% Dutch Shepherd, 5% Boxer, 5% Staffy. So you got the Boxer, Staffy, Pit Bull, German Shepherd, and that's like pretty much all of them except Husky. I think the thing I'm most surprised about is the husky. I'm wondering if the husky is what's like really pulling. I don't know. But knowing that she has husky, I'm like, okay, her vocalizations make so much sense. Because she doesn't bark. Like I said, she howls, whines, and screams. The only time I've ever heard her bark was in like distress. Be like a distress thing. Mainly like when I would have to drop her off at the kennel and she did not want me to leave. That's when I've heard her bark before, but I've never heard her bark at home. She's got husky eyes for sure. Do you think so? I always just like feel like huskies have like light colored eyes, like not even just like the blue, but like even when they have like the brown eyes, they're kind of light. I feel like I see the pit bull because when she's like panting, like tongue out, you know, or she's like looking around, her face will like scrunch in a way where I'm like, oh. She looks kind of pit bull, but she has like the longer snout and everything. Purebreds unfortunately find themselves hitting common debuffs. The fact that you found a mutt that has a meta build with only a single debuff that only might she passed to her pups is a miracle. That is very true, very true. But yeah, she is she's my super mutt. I'll probably just say that she's a German Shepherd mix. Like, I'll keep saying that. And then whenever people are like, she looks like a Malinois, I can be like, she's not. Surprise. No Malinois here. Yeah, I'm really glad that I was able to do the test though, because I feel like it, you know, it put me at ease with the health part, but then it also was like so shocking that my Malinois not a Malinois. It's like, oh wow, she's all these other things. She's everything but. So thank you, Sakura. Everyone thank Sakura for the DNA test on my Cheebus. A Malinois. Yeah. All you know, that Mal is a whiny type dog and did not expect for her to be actually a husky blood in her. Yeah, Malinois are they're very like, they're very prone to separation anxiety, which she unfortunately does have. She loves me a lot. And yeah, they are whiny, and there's just like characteristics that I was like, okay, yeah, like Malinois makes sense. But I don't know, I'm kind of like 0% really. I thought it was gonna be like 15%, and then like the genes for her look, like her coat, were just carrying super hard. But yeah, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. I will say, so in these pictures, let me hide the results. What? I don't know how well it'll show on this. You probably can't see it actually, because it's honestly kind of hard to see even in real life, but she does have black specks of fur. Like, she'll have single like black hairs like all speckled down her back, like a saddleback German Shepherd. But for the most part, she's just like tan, like the reddish tan with the dark muzzle and mask and ears. She doesn't really have it anywhere else. And then her feet are white, her toes are white, and her belly's white. Her chest is white. Yeah, you gave me a chance to go, actually. Anytime someone says that she's a Malinois, I can be like, I ran the DNA test. And it came out 0% Malinois. I have a German Shepherd Pitsky, actually. How are you doing, Flavor? Or is it Flavio? Welcome in, welcome in. You need to get a DNA test for your cat, as she was from the rescue center and we were told she's a British short-haired. But I want to be sure what she is. I heard that the DNA tests are actually not super accurate with the cats just because the breed typing for cats isn't like super distinct like it is with dogs. The dog looks like my model. Yes, my model is based off of my dog. I thought my dog, she is the cutest, most beautiful dog I've ever seen, and I wanted to be a cute, beautiful dog just like her. So I based my coloring. It's mainly just my coloring, like my hair and my ears, and then my tail, but I don't have my tail on this model. And I like the dark eyebrows. Because she does not have blue eyes, but I liked the blue eyes because I liked the contrast. But yeah, she's so cute. Isn't she so cute? She's... Oh my god, why do I keep clicking on the whole thing? She has such a beautiful look. Like, look at her. And her ears are so big. I want to know where she got the huge ears from. I know German Shepherds can have big ears. But her ears are just, like, comically large. Yeah, her eyebrows, like, her eyebrow markings make her always look sad. She always looks so sad whenever she's looking at me. But she's so pretty. Better to hear you opening the treat jar. That's very true. I have like a drawer. I have like this little, like, I don't know what you'd call it, like a buffet. I think it was a TV stand that I turned into like my coffee bar, and so it has like a couple drawers and cabinets. All of her food and treats is in one cabinet, and as soon as I open that door, because it makes like a kind of squeaky noise, she knows what time it is and she comes running and she's like, give me my treat, give me my dinner. Research about this dog breed. They are common police dogs, and this dog is not. Malinois? Yeah, Malinois are very common for police and military because they're small. They're small and they can work like long hours without like tiring out. They're machines. They are machines. It's crazy how like go they are. Secretly a police dog operator. I am not. I did watch, so I watched like a movie. I'm trying to remember how long ago this was. It's called Dog. I think it's called Dog. And it's about like an ex-military dog, a Belgian Malinois named Lulu. And her handler passed. And with the military dogs, like, they only have one handler. Like, there's only one person that's allowed to handle, like, the dog and everything. So the handler passed, and then, like, nobody could interact with the dog because it was, like, dangerous. And so then you have main character of the movie. I'm trying to remember, what was it? Channing Tatum, I think it was. My husbando Channing Tatum. He goes and is like selected to deliver the dog, bring it to the funeral for the handler, and the handler was his best friend. But yeah, it's like this dog just is destroying everything, and it has to be muzzled because it's like so dangerous. Yeah, my husbando. Because everyone loves Channing Tatum. And if you say you don't, then you're lying. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I was watching that movie, and like the mannerisms and just like the body language and just like the shape and how the dog looked, I was like, that's Cheebus. It looks like Cheebus. Cheebus must be a Malinois. Cheebus must be a Malinois. And then it turns out she's not. But I actually really liked that movie. I love dog movies. I like movies about dogs. As long as the dog doesn't die. I get really sad if the dog dies, but... You remember that one, but you never watched it? It was pretty good. I liked it. Have a good one, CK. I hope you have a good night. You think the movie's called Dog? Yeah. Called Dog. Based husbando taste, yes. Sacris is more handsome than Channing. Well, I have yet to be proven. He won't even speak. Marley and Me, that's... I haven't seen Marley and Me in so long. I liked, there was The Art of Racing in the Rain. That's like a racing movie and it has a dog. I'm trying to think what else. There's I can't remember the name of it, but like it was a movie about this like team doing a I don't know what the sport is called, like an adventure triathlon thing, but they're doing like hiking and swimming, like biking, like all kinds of stuff, and it's like checkpoints and it takes like a couple weeks. The one with Mark. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, that one. That one had a dog in it, and that one was very sad. But I really liked that movie. That was a good movie too. CK wasn't leaving. He was bummed I mentioned the word husbando. Damn, I'm sorry that I have taste. I mean, no, I am a pure maiden. I have never thought of anybody in a romantic capacity. No famous person. They're all icky. Boys are icky. Sorry, I like having hair. Marmaduke. Do I like all dogs? I do like Chihuahuas. I love a Chihuahua. Okay, I know they have a bad rap, but I love a Chihuahua. They are some of the sweetest dogs. They're just protective. And my personal opinion when it comes to these tiny dogs that are like feisty and like fierce is that I feel like they're not respected enough. As in, oh, it's a tiny dog, let me just pick it up. I'm gonna pick up and cuddle this tiny dog that obviously doesn't want any of that. They just maybe want to be left alone. Their space is oftentimes not respected the same way like a big dog is. Like, you're not really gonna go up to a big dog and start trying to manhandle it, you know? Because a big dog will hurt you if it really does not want it. Whereas like a small little dog, they, you know, it's, you know, they might nip at you or something, but they're not going to do as much damage to you, if that makes sense. I also don't like boys. All my homies love men. Yeah, that's, I didn't mean for it to be like that. How are you doing, Maudlin? I am having a good evening. We went over Cheebus's results. Here's Cheebus's DNA results. Are you surprised? Big dog is like angel personality. It depends. I've worked with a lot of dogs and I was more scared of big dogs. Big dogs are way more iffy than small dogs, in my opinion, especially meeting for the first time. Chihuahuas are just tall, skinny rats. I really like Chihuahuas. I like small dogs. I like all dogs, really. Most dogs. Like, there's certain dog breeds that I'd probably never have. Like a Great Dane. That's too big for me. Any dog does emotional damage to you when they don't like you. Honestly, I feel that. And honestly, same with cats. My issue is that I like cats way too much, and cats don't like it when you like them. They want to be left alone, but I'm out here like, please, I want to hold and pet you. And then, so cats don't normally like me. You have a Chihuahua and she is a demon for sure, except for when food is presented to her. Yeah, I guess the small dogs do be like that sometimes. They're more territorial than pit bulls. Small dogs will bite you in a second. It really depends on the dog. I think small dogs are more fearful. And to be honest, when you are that small and you are being handled by ginormous creatures, wouldn't you also be scared? CK is Chihuahua confirmed. Great Danes are very lazy though. They're very big. So my ideal dog would honestly be smaller than Cheebus, because I'd like to be in a position where if for whatever reason, like if she gets hurt or something, I'd be able to carry her. And I can't. I'm sure if it was like an emergency and I absolutely needed to, I probably would be able to. But I'd like a dog that I'd be able to pick up if I needed to. Just get a Pomeranian. Honestly, Pomeranians are probably my favorite. They're my favorite, but they're pretty rare where I live. You have to like get them from like specialty breeders and the B word, breeders. And they're very expensive. They're not a very common dog. The common dogs where I'm at are mainly like shepherds and pit bulls and hounds. I guess like there's some like retrievers as well. And then of course there's always some small dogs. I feel like the small dogs that are really common here are probably like Yorkies or little doodle mixes, but like Pomeranian, I love a Pomeranian. But I don't know if I'd probably ever own one just because of how expensive and or difficult it is to sort of obtain one. Just gotta hit more squats if you want to carry your dog. That's true, but she's like as big as I am almost. Like I said, when she's on her hind legs, she's pretty tall. Hold on, I'm letting Cheebus in, and then I need to close my window so she doesn't jump out the window. Okay. She's so old. We've had her since you were in elementary school, yet she still runs around like she's young. Oh, that's another thing. So I thought that this test would also give me like an age for her, and I can guesstimate an age and be correct within about a year. I think she's about 6 years old, like turning 6 this year, this summer. But they do have an age test, but it's a whole separate test, and it's another $100. So I'm like, you know what? I don't need that. And apparently it can like guess their birthday or something with like pretty good accuracy, but honestly, she's 6 to me. She's 5.5, 6. No! I am not bleeding anybody dry. Have a good night, Beast Lane. Seeing as how it didn't know she's a Mal, that's very true. Out here rewriting her entire view of her dog. Wait, what? Are you saying I'm rewriting or are you rewriting? So, now that you know what breed Cheebus is, what breeds I should say, and that I am based off of her, my look is based off of her, would you say that it is accurate to my personality as well? I just thought I had the rare calm Malinois, like a unicorn, you know? So who is the official winner? Math guys. It was between Arctic and Chakra. But I think they were both pretty close. Like, they were both really close. So Arctic and El Chakra, which I don't even think El Chakra is here today. I'll probably just do both of them. They get the drawings. How are you doing, Sarah? Animal control will help move a hurt animal if you need the help. Oh. Yeah, I know that there's like, you know, help with that stuff. It's more so just an overall safety thing, you know? But also in situations where I don't know, I don't really want a really big dog because I'm a very small girl. I'm a very, very small lady. I will say it definitely makes me feel safer though having the bigger dog because I feel like less people are likely to mess with me. I'm probably a lot less likely to get abducted or attacked, especially because she looks like a Malinois, right? And Malinois are very bitey, very protective, very, you know, don't mess with them. So she has the guard dog look down, I'd say. If anything, she's a big softie and she loves people, so. But how are you doing, Sarah? How are you doing, Oxen? So next week, I stream like Fridays and Saturdays. Friday, Saturday, around that. This week was special because Pocopia came out, so I ended up streaming Thursday as well. But yeah, normally I would just be streaming non-ASMR on Fridays and Saturdays, so one or both of those days, because I also have a list of all of you guys who supported me, you know, the past 2 months since I've been streaming, mainly with all like the gifts and the subs and all that. I have all your names written down as well, and I would like to draw something for you for free. You better not pay for it. You're not allowed to pay for it. And so that'll be included. It'll honestly probably have to run both days because I'm very slow. I'm a very slow artist. So yeah. You want a big pupper? I like small pupper. But I love my Cheeb. I love my Cheeb. She's honestly such a perfect dog that I feel like any dog I got after her, I'd be like, you're not Cheebus. You're not as smart as Cheebus. You're not as calm as Cheebus. So I don't know. That's why you can never have a dog again. I think Cheebus has like ruined dogs for me. Cause I don't know if I could ever have another dog. I do think personality wise I'm probably more suited for a cat anyway. You don't know if you'll be there for those streams? You have a hospital visit? Oh no! I'm sorry to hear that. But you could message me what it is you would like. Or I could maybe do it the following week or something. I have to see because I have like quite the list. Or alternatively, you could catch the VOD on YouTube if you wanted to see me draw your piece. Can you pay more to be higher on the list? Maybe. I do kind of have the list in like in order from like ones I want to make sure that I get done, and then like, you know. If Pupper is big, Snugglebud. Pupper likes to shove me off the bed. And she's heavy, so she has a lot of force. And she likes to lay like her like head and stuff like on my kneecaps. How are you doing, El Chakra? But yeah, I hope things go well too, Arctic. Hopefully it's nothing super serious. The list is actually a list of viewers who are gonna be first to be turned into the microwavable burger. What you want, baby? You were just outside for so long. Don't take my kneecaps. Why would you want to take my kneecaps? You'd make me even shorter than I already am. Southern Ray Cam- Did I- Did my southern accent slip? You had an Australian Shepherd Border Collie when you were young and she was the best. I love Australian Shepherds too. Border Collies as well. They're very, very smart dogs. They are fluffy. I love a fluffy dog. Cheebus is not very fluffy. I mean, you saw the photos. She has like a shorter coat, but it is really thick. But like soft. It's not like super coarse. Because she has that double coat. I think that makes it softer. And man, does she shed. She sheds so much. I have to vacuum like every day. And I find a new hairball. Good for ear scritches. Long coats are good for fluffing. That's very true, very true. Probably not. I probably would not want a Shetland sheepdog. I feel like I am more partial to like smaller dogs. Medium to small dogs. Like a corgi. Get a little corgi, because then I also don't have to worry as much about like the counter surfing. Like, you know, putting their paws up on the counter to lick the dishes, get scraps. Like this dog likes to do. Jumping on the table. And I have a pretty tall table too. I don't have like a normal kitchen table. I have like a bar height kitchen table. Or counter height maybe? Is it bar height or counter height? I think it's counter height. And she can jump up there. Get a friend for the Cheebster. I honestly don't think she would care for another dog. She is definitely single dog household type. She's not. She doesn't care too fondly for other dogs. Get her a cat? She might eat it. We have a lot of stray cats in the neighborhood here, and she's very interested in them. I've never let her get super close, and honestly, the cats never let her get super close either. So I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, there's two winners. It is you and Arctic. You and Arctic. You were the closest. Let me show her DNA test results. These were what her actual results were. You wouldn't need a litter box. Cheebus would make sure to clean up after them. I hate that. I hate that. Yeah, you got super close. Obviously, all the results were skewed because of Malinois, because I was convinced she had some Malinois in her. I was just told by everyone who's ever met her, like, oh, that's a Malinois. Oh, nice Malinois. I love your Malinois. And it turns out that she has 0% Malinois. But yeah, her super mutt was Chow Chow, Boxer, and Coonhound. Have a good one, Corrosive. Yeah, scammed. I was scammed, but honestly, it's for the best because Malinois are a lot of work. I thought I just got really lucky with the calmest, most broken Malinois, and it turns out that she just looks like a Malinois. She's like a DIY Malinois. Oh, I read GG as GN, like good night chat. My bad, my bad. Too late, now you gotta run with it. She's the best dog in this world, so it doesn't matter. That's very true, very true. It's just that because I based my like VTuber off of her, I was like, yeah, I'm a Belgian Malinois VTuber. Do I say I'm a German Shepherd Pitsky Super Mutt VTuber now? I'll still stick with the Malinois because she looks like a Malinois, and that's kind of what I just based my looks off of it, so. Malinois fits with the rabies as well, because, you know, crazy, even though my personality type is the exact opposite of that, but I don't know, I think there's some charm in that. Happy Women's Day! How are you doing, Baphomet? You got called into work, so you have to leave soon even though it's supposed to be your day off. Oh no, that's the worst. I hate when I get pressured into working on my scheduled off days. That always sucks. Because it's like, no, I wasn't mentally prepared to have to work. But I guess I will. I guess I will. 99% fox, 1% dog. I don't know about that. Subversion of expectations, exactly. Yeah, I am low energy like Cheebus. That's why I'm like, yeah, I'll just be whatever dog Cheebus is. Because she's low energy, I'm low energy. We're like two peas in a pod. She's like my best friend. I love her so much, so. Put on Do Not Disturb. The issue is that my job, I'm the only other employee aside from the boss. So, normally, if she's calling me in, asking if I can work, it's because of an emergency or something came up. So I don't have like much of a choice. I mean, obviously I could say no, but I care about the business and I wanna help her out. So how are you doing, Endman? Overtime pay is goated. Well, that's good. That's good. At least you're getting the overtime pay. You can customize your do not disturb to let certain calls come through. So fun fact, my phone is constantly in do not disturb. It's always in do not disturb. And I only allow pretty much just text messages from my boss and my brother. And that's it. Or like calls from them. But otherwise it's like it's just always on do not disturb. Yeah, I'm not gonna rebrand. I just thought it was funny. I'm still a Belgian Malinois adventurer dog. You know, but I don't need to rebrand. I like my branding. Yes, I will probably make a channel for that. Just so that I can like access the channel on stream to be able to be like, oh, who's next? Who's next? So I will make a channel for that, and it'll be named like drawing stream doodles or something, and then you can just tell me what it is you want, ideally with as much detail and with a reference if you can. Especially if it's something I'm not super familiar with, like if you want some weird animal I've never heard of, or even if you're wanting like a drawing of your pet or something, just, it's always nice to have references. Timu Malinois. I'm the Timu Malinois. That's crazy. How are you doing, Cyan? No calls or texts, which is so blessed. Honestly, I rarely ever get calls and texts as well. It's pretty much just my boss. I got that German Shepherd in me. I do. How are you doing? Is it Leave? My favorite audios. Do you mean ASMR? I mean, I like the roleplay ones. Because I like being able to sort of script out like a story almost. I will say they're kind of difficult in a way though, because it's like a one-sided script, you know? Because with those you don't hear, well, like you're not speaking, right? So sometimes it's a little hard to figure out how to phrase and word stuff in a way where I have like, there's like an implied answer. But that's been kind of fun, you know, experimenting with and figuring it out. What was the most recent audio? So I was going kind of for like Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club, like the very end scene where she's like just sitting in the classroom staring at you, and then she'll like periodically pop in and like say stuff. So it was kind of like that, but also sort of like scary, well, scary-ish, but like computer virus, like, oh, you clicked on the wrong thing, someone's always like watching you sort of vibe, but like make it ASMR and not super creepy. I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm glad you guys liked it. It's weird because some people have been like, that's like my favorite one. That was like the best one you've done. And then there's like other people that are like, what the fuck is this? Creepypasta Raymond. But yeah, the next one I'm cooking up is kind of like an isekai one, where you're in like that in between before you get reborn. You're talking to the kami-sama, the goddess. and narrowing down the world you're gonna reincarnate into, that sort of thing. Danganronpa. Cool. I've actually never played those games. And I think there's an anime too. I don't know anything about Danganronpa. Low talking. More triggers is nice. I know you said you want to do that more too. Yes, yes. I do, because it is kind of hard to script. And I don't want this to come off as like I'm complaining like, oh my god, it's so hard to write a script. But I like to write my own scripts, but I think that what's difficult is trying to make something transformative and sort of make something that's not just like everything else, I guess. Because obviously there's a million maid cafe ASMR, nurse ASMR, trying to think, I'm like thinking haircut ASMR, spa ASMR, like I'm trying to figure out a way to sort of make it unique. That's been like kind of the hard part, where I've been like stuck with some of them, is trying to make it more unique. And I kind of do like to lean more funny with my scripts as well. Weebs be weebin'. The anime was on the Crunchyroll channel a few weeks ago. Oh. You'll never understand yandere ASMR. The Maid First Customer is the best. I really liked that one. And I also really liked the other maid one I did. I liked those ones a lot, and those ones did really well, so a lot of people liked those ones. What anime am I watching? I'm actually not watching any anime at the moment. Actually, that's a lie. So I've been learning Japanese, and I found this like I don't know what you would call it, a program, a plugin for VLC Media Player, where you can like just watch live Japanese television. And so I'll just like thumb through the channels, because there's like maybe 15 or 20 channels, and I'm pretty much only trying to watch anime, but sometimes it's hard, and I think it's like a time zone thing, because like I said, it's live, so when I'm trying to watch it, it's like 8 AM for them or something. I know, I really want to watch Free. I don't have a Crunchyroll or any of those things. And I know I could sail the seas. I've just been lazy, and personally I prefer to wait for it to be over so I can binge watch it. Honestly, it's probably for the best I don't binge watch it though, because that takes too much of my days away and I'm too busy. But yeah, I think the most recent anime I watched was season 2 of Apothecary Diaries. That's the latest one that I've seen. The girl failure maid with the failure master was funny. Are you talking about the live stream or the other one? The first one? Because I like that. Like I said, I really like to lean a little bit more humorous in the role plays, instead of more girlfriend, I guess. I get a little bit uncomfortable with the girlfriend experience stuff, just because I feel like that's not me at all. It's not me at all. So I try to lean more like friend, I guess. More platonic, unfortunately. For some people. You want more brush triggers? I do like brushing triggers, yeah. I like the ear cleaning too. But that's another thing where, like, when you're doing like ear cleaning or exams and all that stuff, it gets very repetitive. So trying to figure out how to make it like different than like every other ear cleaning ASMR video that you've done before, you know? How are you doing, Waverly? Why is there no Belgian Malinois? Yeah, I was really surprised by that too. She just is a DIY Belgian Malinois, I suppose. Someone you've never met pretending to be your significant other is a bit awkward. I know that there's like I don't know, comfort in those kinds of things, and I will listen to some of them, but as far as like acting it out, it makes me feel awkward. It's I find it, I don't know if it's autism or lack of life experience, I don't know, but I find it extremely difficult to act in any other way that isn't myself. I only know how to be me. So I sometimes worry about that a little bit with some of the ASMR. I don't want it to all be the same, but I'm working on it. Repetitive stuff is your life? Honestly, same. That's exactly me. Still waiting on the shy scammer tries to steal your information, but you feel bad, so you let her scam you. ASMR. I need to write that down. I'm definitely the only my significant other gets to see this side type. Exactly. You prefer the non-girlfriend stuff because it feels more realistic, and honestly it feels kind of strange. Yes. I like to listen to all kinds of stuff, honestly. But I mostly will have it up in the background and sort of have it tuned out. I like having people talking as background noise, if that makes sense. And I like the ASMR talking, like roleplay stuff, because it's like quiet and calm. Like that sort of thing. Just be yourself, everybody else is taken. Very true, that's very true. I sound like your girlfriend. She has no acting chops for the same reason. It's hard out here, man. Friend ASMR is fine because you play the funny friend made whatever well. Leaning into your strengths is good. Yeah, see, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I feel like that was something I was a little worried-ish about, because I know a lot of ASMR ends up leaning more romantic just because of the intimate nature of ASMR. It just in general is more of an intimate experience, so I was like worried that if I'm not going down the girlfriend route, if maybe, I don't know, people would be upset with that. But I honestly really enjoy making the stuff that I'm making, and I'd rather not feel awkward. But it makes me really happy that you guys like it too. It makes me really happy that you're enjoying it, because then I can keep writing it. I can keep making it. Apothecary ASMR. Doggo makes your medicine while rambling about our adventures. I do have like an apothecary. I need to finish a part 2 for that. When one person is talking, your brain wants to lock in. When 2 people are talking, your brain doesn't hear a word of it because, oh, they aren't talking to me. That's true, that's true. Yeah, intimate does not have to equate romantic. I was mainly just referring to just the nature of it. Yeah, I know intimacy and romance are separate, but they do tend to go hand in hand or lean into one another. Wiggle metal ASMR. I have never heard of that. What is a wiggle metal? I'm imagining those like I don't know, is it like metal sheets that you then like wiggle and you got the wah 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 wah. The noise that it makes. Ray friend ASMR. Is that not already what it is? You know, 57-part series for the Maid series. I feel like I have like so many spin-offs. I say so many. I think there's 3 Maid videos total. And one of them is kind of like a continuation-ish of the story, but it was a live stream. Instead of a scripted and filmed one, so maybe it gets missed. So many people don't understand the nature of having bosom buddies. What is a bosom buddy? I don't know what that is. The whoa no, yeah. Yeah, you guys can Beryl will do the girlfriend experience ASMR for you guys. The kids show Wiggles singing metal music, but ASMR style. The only Wiggles thing, it's like ingrained in my brain, is the fruit salad song. The fruit salad, yummy yummy. But only that part, that's the only part I know. Do I have those ear-shaped microphones? So I have a 3DO. I have a 3DO that has ears on it. And that's the one that I pretty much always use for ASMR. That's the one I'm always using. A bosom buddy is a friend who you trust with everything, but there are no romantic feelings involved. Oh, I see, I see. How are you doing, Uncrowned King? You think a lot of people who watch VTuber ASMR often carry their intimate expectations to other streams in similar spaces? So I can see how you'd be a little self-conscious about it. Yeah. I feel like especially with ASMR on Twitch, I didn't realize how different that is versus like ASMR videos on YouTube. It's like a whole different culture, I guess. Like completely different genre. Long before VTubers or Gooners, ASMR was done by flesh streamers. Why do we have to call them flesh streamers? And you watch them brush the mic or their hands or whatever, which they feel intimate because it was really them there. I see. You haven't heard that term in a long time. This is my first time hearing it. Your niece and nephews kept playing the Wiggles Irish song? There's Irish Wiggles? Ratlin Bog? One DO was enough for JoJo? Are you talking about JoJo ASMR? I watch a lot of JoJo. Honestly, I watch mostly non-VTuber ASMR. And I feel so I really like non-VTuber ASMR. I think it's obviously you can be a lot more creative in ways because you're being filmed, you know. And so I sort of try to emulate a little bit. I do the best I can with trying to translate it to be like VTuber ASMR, but I feel like VTuber ASMR relies a lot more heavily on the sounds because I can't just like show you things, if that makes sense. Unless, so I have seen like VR chat, like ASMR videos, and those ones are like super cool, but I'm just so, I wonder how that even works. Like I wonder if they're doing like a full body tracking setup, like how they're doing it, because like are they wearing the headset? Because I feel like it would be hard to film and stream with it. I don't know, maybe I'm just different. I think my head just runs hot because I find the VR headset to be really uncomfortable for long periods of time. JoJo made ASMR. Has JoJo done one of those? Oh, you meant JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. My bad. My bad. I've never seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Have a good one, Fozzie. I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye. You told Mother Barrel about chat and how some of y'all know her now as Mama Barrel. I don't think I've ever told my mom anything about anything I do online. But I'm glad Mama Barrel is happy. I'm glad you have like that close relationship with your mom, because I unfortunately do not have that. You've only seen a couple of IRL JoJo's videos? More lore, yeah. I don't think that was new lore though. I feel like I've mentioned it before. You would rather die? Honestly, same. But she's never seen me. Oh. So does she think I'm just like a normal streamer, like a YouTuber or something? You think your mom is rather happy you don't tell her about your internet antics? I see. Where would I have mentioned it? I don't know, in like a past VOD somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, it's very complicated, but I don't speak to her anymore. I am no contact. So my only family is my brother. I have like contact with my dad, but he lives so far away and I haven't seen him since I was like really young. So you tried to share a Kiara song with your mom on your birthday. She was drunk and asking for music in the car, and she proceeded to complain about it. See, that's like what would happen with my mom. She would just complain a lot, and it was like nothing I liked was good enough, nothing I did was good enough, like that kind of thing. I couldn't live up to her expectations. Mama Celestial caught a glimpse of you from your windows over the balcony? Windows over the balcony? Are you living in a castle? We all got mommy issues here. It would appear that way. But that does really suck. I feel like family issues always suck. No bueno. That's true. She actually moved away. I mean, I moved away and then she moved away. We all moved away. But yeah, fortunately, she's very far away. Very, very far away, so I don't have to deal with her, and it's been a lot of stress off my shoulders. Your room shares a window with the balcony. Oh. Mama Barrel will be... Yeah, Mama Barrel can be my mama too, right? It's a joke in your office that having mommy issues is part of the job requirements. Makes sense, makes sense. You have to drip feed your family details about VTubers, otherwise they start asking questions about what you do in your personal time, why you don't have a girlfriend, blah blah blah. That's like how my mom was. She had like one plan idea for me, and when I strayed away from it, I am nothing to her. Nothing I do is good enough, like that sort of thing. She had this like idea of what I should be and the path I should be going down, and because I'm not doing that, I'm a failure. But it's all good, it's all good. I don't need her, I don't need that stress. And I'm a lot happier. I'm very much happier without all that. I want some enchiladas. I would like enchiladas. I strayed away from the path and became an anime girl on the internet. I feel like my mom would pass out if she knew what I'm doing now. She would... It would kill her. So... My Cheebus is screaming at me, whining. But yet this stream was already going to be a shorter stream, because I think doing like the 2 like 7-hour streams the past 2 days has kind of like worn me out. I'm so tired and exhausted. So I feel like I need to rest and recover for ASMR tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you again, Sakura, for the DNA test for Cheebus. I don't know if any of you guys are super surprised by the results. I know I was. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for ASMR. And I'm really bad at speaking. So, I hope you all have a great night, a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Bye, bye, bye. Speech 100. Speeches are hard. Bye!